Okay, so welcome back to lecture once again, guys. Now, in this lecture, I'll be talking about a DAX, a data analysis expression, and heavily we as a Power BI developer are going to use it in our day-to-day life. So we try to write a lot of measures, we try to calculate a lot of things, we try to create a new columns, and everywhere we have to write some of the calculation, maybe average, maybe sum, maybe a calculated field we have to create. But yeah, so we are going to create it, and this is where this DAX is going to come into a picture. And it's very easy. Many people like come and tell me that do I need to remember all of these formulas? Not at all. There are like millions of combination that you will be able to build, and that too depends upon the business logic and depends upon the data set and the problem that you are trying to solve. So you are not supposed to remember any of these formulas. Just you have to practice a little bit, and you will be able to remember it for a very long time. So let me show you guys how we can write a very first DAX and what is technically a DAX is. And believe me, you all will be very much comfortable with respect to DAX. So let's suppose we have a sales table, right? We have a sales table. Now, if I would like to see the data, so inside that sales table, we have a sales ID, we have a product key, we have a customer key, we have a store key, we have a sales amount, we have a unit sold, right? Now, if someone is going to ask me a question that try to like calculate a total sales amount. So we have a sales amount column, right? And someone is telling me that, okay, fine. So can you try to calculate the total sale amount, which is nothing but a summation of all of this data? So yeah, I can do it. So how I can do it? So I can try to click over here, just follow with my mouse cursor, and I can try to click on a new measure, right? New measure. And here, so measure wise, I can try to give my name that total sales amount, fine? Total sales amount. Now, what is the total sales amount? So this is the name I have given, total sales amount. So what is the total sales amount? So it's nothing but some formula I'm going to call. So I'm going to call basically a sum formula over here. Summation of what? So I have to give a column name. So which column name? Sales amount column name. Sales amount column name is available in which table? Sales table. So sales table, sales amount column name. And then this is going to, total sales amount is going to be one of the measure it has created, as you can see, right? It has created. So I can try to drag and drop this one over here, and I will be able to see that, okay, fine, this is the total sales amount. Simple, right? Simple. Now, so this is called as DAX. Yeah, this is simply called as DAX, and depends upon the data, depends upon the analysis. Millions and trillions of DAX you can try to write as per the business logic. Simple, very simple, right? Now, so if someone is going to ask me a question again that there is a unit sold column, and I would like to know that what is the total number of unit that we have sold. So I can do that, right? I can do that. So maybe I can go over here, click on new measure once again. And here, so total unit SOLD sold, right? This is the new name I have given. And it's going to be a summation of a column name. So column name will be what? So from a sales table, there will be a unit sold column name I'm going to select. And now total unit sold is a measure it is able to create. Now I can come over here, I can try to drag and drop that. Okay, fine. So this was the total unit which we were able to sell technically, total units sold. Yeah, so this is again another DAX. With the help of that, I'm able to create the measure. So it's called as DAX. This is how simple it is, guys, by the way. Yeah, this is how simple it is. Now, so let's suppose someone is asking me that what was the average sales amount? Fine, what was the average sales amount? Sales amount column is given to me. So what is the average sales amount? Simple, summation of this entire sales amount divided by total number of sales. Yeah, divided by total number of the data. Simple. So let's go ahead and let's do it. So new measure, and AVE RAG average sales is nothing but average. So average function is already available. So average, and then I can try to pass my like a column name. So from a sales table, just try to pass the sales amount. So just try to pass the sales amount over here. It is going to like do the averaging. So here, if I would like to like see the average sales, so the average sales was 766.67. This was my average sales. As simple as that. Okay. Now, if someone is going to ask me a question that just try to do a count of the sales transaction. So how many sales has happened, right? So how many sales has happened? So if someone is asking me to do a count, simple number of records I have to count, right? Number of records I have to count. So I can try to take any like a sales ID column, and then I can try to do a counting operation over here. So let me do it, new measure. And here, so I can write a measure name. transaction count, and transaction count is going to be what? So just try to call a count function, which is an inbuilt function, and try to provide the column name. So from sales table, sales ID column name. So it is just going to count, right? It is going to count that how many record we have over here. As simple as that. Transaction count is a measure it is able to create. Now I can drag and drop and I can try to show you. So what was the total transaction count? So the total transaction count was technically 6 for me. Yeah, it was technically 6 for me, total transaction count. Okay, looks cool. Now if someone is going to ask me a question that try to find out the unique customer, a distinct number of a customer. So we have a customer column, by the way, right? We have a customer column, customer table over here. Someone is asking me that count a unique customer who made a purchase. So technically from a sales table, I have a customer key, right? I have a customer key. So I just have to find out a distinct count. Yeah, distinct count, because we have 1001 twice. I have to find out the distinct one. Okay, cool. I can find out. So new measure, and here, so unique, 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 CUSTOMER, customer. How I can try to find out unique customer? So distinct count. Yeah, distinct count, and then I can try to write a sales customer key. So it is going to check what is a total distinct number of the customer key that we have, and I will be able to get the unique customer. So yeah, unique customer is equal to 5. Fine. So it will try to remove the duplicate. So this is how this DAX is. I'm going to discuss a lot. This is our first lecture of a DAX, by the way. But yeah, we have to see a lot of lectures, and just practice once, and I believe it's done then. So after that, you don't have to worry about these DAX. You will be able to write down. And now we are using AI, right? So if you're going to give a sample data to a AI, and then you are going to ask that, okay, fine, this is something which I'm going to calculate. Give me a DAX. It will give you a DAX. Very simple. Even inside this Power BI, you have a copilot. So you can even try to ask, and it is going to help you out. So, and here, so again, we have like a DAX. You can try to write it. You can try to basically run it. You can try to write a DAX even over here. Yeah, that's up to me. So with that, thank you so much, everyone. Take care, and see you again in my next lecture.